everyone, and thank you for stopping by Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. So, today I would like to share with you how to plan and prepare a Thanksgiving meal. So, this may be the first time you've ever planned a Thanksgiving meal, or maybe you've done a few and you still don't have it quite right and you want to learn a few tips and tricks, or maybe you're an old pro and you just want to see what I do. Because I know I am always learning. All right. And so sometimes I can still learn a few things from even people who are just beginning to cook. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, grab a drink, and let's talk about preparing Thanksgiving meals. Step one in preparing your Thanksgiving meal is to consider your resources. Resources consist of time, human resources like your manpower or woman power, your money and budget, your space, and your skills, such as your cooking skills. All right, so let's dive further into this. Time. Most of us are pressed for time, but with planning, even the most busy of families can have a great Thanksgiving meal. But if you are short on time, you may consider buying more pre-made items or even ordering your groceries ahead of time and having it delivered to your door. Human resources. Who can help you cook? Maybe you do the sides and other family members bring the meats? That has been our family plan for years. But even if it is just you doing the cooking, you can still have a great meal without wearing yourself out. A little pre-planning and prep in the days before the big day will help. Money. No matter your budget, you can have a nice Thanksgiving meal. Perhaps it may mean you will have just a few sides, or you may have to prepare more items from scratch. For example, I like to buy my meats pre-cooked on Thanksgiving to save time, but the price tag is higher. However, near Thanksgiving, many churches and organizations will give turkeys away. Some workplaces will even give employees a certificate to get a free turkey or money towards the meal. It may take a little research, but you can find a free turkey. Space. Do not get more food than you can cook and or store. A 50-pound bird may be nice, but not if it cannot fit in the oven or the fridge. Skills. Even those who are just starting to cook can plan a nice Thanksgiving meal. If you are new to cooking, just kiss it. It is important to keep your cooking skills in mind when planning the meal, so keep it simple, sweetie. Step 2. Make list. For example, number 1, what food will you prepare? Number 2, how many people are coming? Number 3, do your guests have special dietary needs? For example, are they diabetic? Do they have allergies? Are they gluten-free? Are you having elderly or children coming that have some chewing issues? I will often ask guests to suggest their favorite sides. This is my menu from Thanksgiving 2017. As you can see, I have many items on it. So like I said before, either my family members bring in the food or the meats, or I order them. Step 3, create a plan of attack or a schedule. When will you shop? Can you order your groceries? You know, when I originally did this list, and this was a few years ago, it was Peapod, Instacart, and Amazon Fresh. And Amazon Fresh was actually the new guy on the block. But now you can order your groceries almost anywhere. All right, So number two, consider what items you will prepare yourself and which you will buy pre-made. Ain't no shame in pre-made, y'all, as long as you get something of quality. Continuing with step three, create a plan of attack. Um, you also need to consider when you will prep and cook. So here is kind of a few things you need to keep in mind. So Monday should be the day that you take your turkey out of the freezer and start to thaw it. Or if you haven't bought your turkey yet, buy it by Monday because it will come frozen and it will need a few days to thaw. All right. So Tuesday, you want to prepare dough for the rolls. Uh, Prepare some desserts. Wednesday, maybe prepare other desserts like the pies, maybe do the dressing, cut your vegetables up and place into pans. And Thursday morning should be the day that you cook your turkey because the other things won't take as long. So your turkey may take 4 to 6 hours to cook or even longer depending on the size. Just read the directions. You know, you can also call, there's a turkey hotline you can call as well if you're not sure, or ask in the comments. All right, let's move along. This here is an example of my plan of attack or my schedule. So you can see I made three different categories, one being already cooked, canned. Oh yes, the cranberry sauce was canned that year. And what I prepared myself. All right. And so you can also see on the side that says prepare myself, I have an actual schedule. So the asparagus and tomatoes, I prep them on Wednesday and cook them on Thursday. Green beans and potatoes, place in pan day of and cook. And you can just see that roasted potatoes, place in pan day of cook, because you know potatoes, they taste better when they're freshly cooked. So that's why those were day of. So you have to take that in consideration as well. Sweet potato casserole, prepared day before and cooked day of. Cream corn with bacon, cooked day of. Baked macaroni and cheese, prep day before and cooked day of. Uh, Cornbread dressing, prepared Tuesday, because that's something that can sit for a couple days. Homemade rolls, prep dough on Monday, and then I let those rise in the refrigerator overnight, actually for a day and a half. And then on Wednesday I shaped them and then I let them rise again in the refrigerator and then I baked them off the day of. And then the sweet potato pie, that was something that could also sit for a couple days, so I prepared that on Tuesday as well. All right, and so that kind of gives you an idea of how I plan the schedule. By the way, I just wanted to tell y'all, I love King's Hawaiian rolls. I actually got a picture with one of the, I don't know if he was a family member or just a rep, I don't know, but he was a very kind person. Anyway, on with the show. Step four, follow your plan. Follow your plan and make adjustments as needed. All right, now I want to discuss with you some tips and tricks. So, the most important thing, and that's number one, always keep food safety your number one priority. A great resource is foodsafety.gov, and I will have the link in the description box below. All right, and so they'll talk to you about how to keep your stuff clean, separate certain items, how to cook things properly, and how to chill things properly. Number two, stick to recipes you have made before. This is true especially if you are not an experienced cook. Now, if you have time and you've researched recipes before, prepare them for your normal dinner in the weeks before Thanksgiving. You know, and if you mess up, it's not such a big deal. Or you can make it even better the day of Thanksgiving. Number three, consider using disposable pans and write the contents and direction on the lid, much like I have right here in this picture. Now, not only does it make it easy to cook your items and clean up, it actually makes it easier to store because they stack up nicely. And they actually look great on the table. Look at this. Doesn't this look all nice and professional, like someone catered it, like outside catering? All right. So I will have the description for this, or the description. I will have the link for this in the description box where you can get some of these. Number 4, consider buying to-go containers so guests can have something to take home leftovers. All right. And so here are some examples of some of the containers you can get. All right. So lastly, with the tips and tricks, be creative with leftovers. All right. Don't ever throw good food away. All right. So check out my recipes and ideas. The link is in the description. My final note to you is when planning, remember it's not so much the food, but the family that counts. All right. So, we have had some family meals that have gotten derailed. Actually, the last one was a couple Christmases ago when we splurged on some prime rib. And somebody was helping me cook, and they just put it on the counter with a little foil tinted over it, not remembering that we had a kitten that was very athletic. And the kitten jumped up and decided to make the prime meat or the prime rib roast his dinner. So I had to improvise, and we had hamburgers as our main course. So, yeah, hamburgers, not so luxurious, but the thing was, we were breaking bread together. So, family is the most important thing, y'all. All right, so those are all my tips and tricks and my advice for planning your own Thanksgiving. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will get to them as quickly as I can. But I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Thanksgiving and thank you for stopping by Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. If you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Share this video with your friends and families or people you think could benefit from this. And as always, thank you for stopping by.